what roughly were the outcomes of each of these three goals after 10 years?
Not so positive as you might think. If anything, the situation got worse.
All the metrics they judge by went down, but David Cameron got some nice new pigs to fuck.
Yeah, that's a decent summary. Yeah. So the Recruitment Partnership Project, the RPP, was supposed to handle all recruitment for all branches of the military, so the Army, Navy, Air Force, Reserves, etc., and it was supposed to bring in the efficient private sector instead of the old stodgy state-run sector, which, by the way, only lost 2% of the people who, from first application to actually going into basic training. That number from 2% is going to go somewhat up in the following years. And it would also free up a bunch of active duty soldiers to do frontline work, because this is during the Afghanistan war years, after all. So instead of sitting around in a recruitment center, they could sit around in Afghanistan and do nothing.
So we've taken the guys.
The Taliban instead.
So we've taken the guys who presumably know literally anything about what it takes, as it were, to be in the military. Getting rid of those fuckers and getting some bottom of the barrel minimum wage, unfortunate idiots to deal with this entire thing.
But what kind of unfortunate idiots do you think? Because the Army recruitment centers used to be actual physical places, and they were replaced with a call center.
Amazing.
And instead what happened, and let me read you a bit from the House of Commons report. In 2012, the British Army naively launched into a 10-year partnership with Capita to recruit new soldiers, thinking it could leave Capita alone to manage this recruitment. However, the company, Capita, entered the contract without fully understanding the complexity of what it was taking on. Both parties entered into an overspecified contract and then introduced changes.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah. Both parties entered into an overspecified contract with, by the way, over 10,000 specific requirements and functions that needed to targets that needed to be met, and then introduced changes along the way to centralize the approach to recruiting without ever trialing them before going live with them.
Look, this is what we call the efficiency of the free market, because you can just disregard the majority of those 10,000 requirements and then just still get your money.
Yeah, it's in army parlance, it's known as doing an Ajax.
It's called innovation, idiot.
Yeah. Again, from the report, Capita's performance has been abysmal since it started, and it has failed to meet Army recruitment targets every single year of the contract, an unacceptable level of service delivery. Fortunately, the MOD has just extended Capita's contract into 2026, so don't worry.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, too fucking big to fail, right?
Well, for other reasons that we'll get into later, once Capita is in there like a deer tick, it's kind of very hard to get them out of there. And it's all a bit old, really, because I went to Capita's own website on the Recruiting Partnership Project, and in its headline it says... Yeah. It says that Capita itself has got, quote, a good deal of its DNA in defense and security. Capita and the Army, through genuine partnership and a shared thirst to succeed...
I do like that. They've got their mouth fully around the money faucet now, and it's very difficult to dislodge them.
Yes, exactly.